Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Fielded just outside the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Larson. Open man. This is Lewis. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That's good for 28 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Looking to throw. Larson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Thompson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. Back to throw. Larson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. The Texans at 500, sitting at 5-5. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Back to throw again. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Colts pick it up. And now off to the races down the right side. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean,
and they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. They're connecting here with Pittman on the out route. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back could get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure he got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
This is caught. Touchdown, Colts. Jonathan Taylor with career touchdown number 175, tying Emmitt Smith for 2nd most all time. And the Colts use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they are back to 500 now. The win last week, their third in a row. And the question is this run coming too late to make a difference in the playoff race?
Great question. They definitely still have some work to do, but I think a lot of folks were writing this team off about 3 weeks ago, even some of their own fans. So I suggest you put some extra shots on the old bandwagon because this team has rebounded.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Rolling to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A good pickup there, 22. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Larson. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. This defense for the Colts, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope they'll recover.
Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
They'll look to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
On first down, it's Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Blankenship out for the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score 14, Texans 3. Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. fielded just outside the goal line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
To throw on third down, Larson buying time to his left. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to one remaining. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. On the return, it's Rodgers. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that third consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Now a throw here to his running back. He's got room at the 30. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A big play there for Andy. 44 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Herbert. His pass caught at the 4. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Left side, he finds Pierce. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. After one, a 14-3 ball game. They've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is going to get out of bounds through the end zone, and that will go as a turnover as the defense will get it at the 20-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. On 1st and 10, Larson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard. But more importantly, it leads to 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Herbert on first down now. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
A gain of 15. And the Colts first down.
Herbert, quick pass out wide. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Herbert. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. Touchdown, Colts. Michael Pittman, 29 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Again, he'll drop to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. But he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Yeah, the next-gen stats showing that at an even 57 yards through the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
And he fires one that's intercepted. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. Off play action. Larson. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
And he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first down, Larson. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Larson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Barrett. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. On 4th down, Larson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. To throw on second down, Larson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. Operating from the gun, Larson. He's got it complete to Thompson. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. On fourth down, Larson. Caught, right side, it's Lewis. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 and the 15. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on fourth down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And his kick here is good. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No cloth on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
What a way to start the second half. These guys are showing no signs of letting up. They have a chance to take a decided advantage with this possession.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. He'll get it inside the 20. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And it's caught. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
Complete to number 7.
Here's Herbert. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with career touchdown number 176, moving him past Emmitt Smith and into 2nd place all time. And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Texans 6. Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. First play of the drive is a run with Thompson. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the 3rd quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down. Looking to throw. Larson. Throw left side complete. That's Lewis. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 43. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Operating from the gun. Larson. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are able to at least get one score back. Extra point right down the middle. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And right side, Henry's got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Herbert back to the air. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. His tremendous season passing the football, it continues, Charles. That last throw puts him over 4,000 yards now on the year.
And he's still got the rest of November and all of December still to play. So to me, 5,000 yards, very much in play.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an touchdown
touchdown. A great effort there with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Colts have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Back to throw. Larson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Throwing on first down. Larson forced out to his left. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 64 yards. And the Texans are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you get everything on the throw.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Herbert. Quick hitter here is complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 90 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. Back to Taylor on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Herbert now. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Out of the gun, Herbert. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
On 3rd down, Larson. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Thompson. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Again, a run with Thompson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Thompson between the tackles, and he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 2nd and 4. Hand off to Thompson, and he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is going to have a Texans first down on a well-designed play there. That gets him 16 to move the chains.
Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thompson. Down inside the 10. Well, this game well in hand. Perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is. That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Second and goal from the 1. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Steps away to his left. And it'll be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Colts are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show